Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Welcome to another June-filled episode of
RyCan top my knee. June filled. Whoa. June's
June-filled,
feeling what?
filled something. Probably our weekend.
Hey, okay, okay.
รายการต่อไปนี้
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jonathan, and we are a Boys Love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around the ma.
Oh, and oh my gosh, I'm excited to say this.
Kevin!
We have heart killers this
I feel
weekend.
like this
You ready?
time flew
I don't know if I'm
by.
ready. It
It's
did
here
fly by.
already?
Because we bought those tickets, what, in March?
I feel like earlier
Like, it
than
was
that.
sometime shortly after the Dowell Off-Road fan meet
Yeah.
that we bought our tickets.
Yeah, maybe it was March.
Yeah,
Look at that. Time flies.
yeah. It really flew. And now it's
And
July.
now it's
You know, a
here
lot
this
has happened.
weekend.
It is here. We are queer, and they are a quartet that is going to be on that.
We're
Look at me
queer.
rhyming because I'm on timing, you know.
All right, all right.
So, okay. One thing that's great about this is we do have a winner heart killers
Winner, winner,
dinner. I said we got a
winner.
winner. But before we get to that, I got a story to tell you.
Not you, not you. Get on with your story. The winner wants to know who
Oh,
won.
so my friend messaged me
All
today
right.
and was like he went to dim sum because that's his thing. He lives in Boston, and you know who you are because I know you listening today because I did say I was going to mention this and you said it was okay, and here we are. So he's in his Uber, right? And with his friends, like they shared a Uber and they
Mm-hmm.
were being dropped off. And tell me why the Uber driver was watching Twitter porn while driving.
Yikes. While driving?
While
How?
driving. And the fact and the what made it even the way they figured it out was he didn't connect his headphone to the Bluetooth properly. So they were hearing moaning.
Yo, that's wild. You're like, hold on. Y'all hear that? Sound like someone getting
A
their back
whole
blasted out. What's
mess.
going on?
A whole mess. Like a whole
I'd be like,
mess.
who's playing the Heart Killers right now? Who's going? Who's playing that
Like,
that first
could you
episode?
imagine Coochie and Dim Sum? Like, can you
That's
imagine?
crazy.
That is crazy.
I'd be like,
Like
sir, turn that up.
Baducci.
Hey, hey. No, no, no.
Oh my gosh. But a whole mess. A whole mess.
A whole
But I had to
mess.
share that with you because I said, I gotta tell Jonathan this on the pod. So that means
Not
everybody about to hear
a,
it.
everyone had to hear that. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, y'all.
So now you know Uber drivers are out here watching Twitter porn, while they're supposed to be driving. But you know what? My friend said that his friend
Five
gave the Uber
stars.
driver 5 stars.
Hey, he said great entertainment. Loved it.
Great said yes, great entertainment, a memorable
I
experience.
can't. Oh my god.
Anyway, so now that we are all hyped up because of that, I want to play some of the voice notes from the people that submitted.
Ooh, okay.
Um, like just two, okay, just two of them. So the first one I'm going to play is, I believe, from Alexis. So hold on. You're going to hear this.
Hi, it's Alexis from New York City. You can find me on Instagram at It's Tita Lex. And for Kevin, I would say, just because it had me dying, how he emphasized tut day. He could get a big juicy burger tut day. I would say his style. Although
Mm-mm.
I think that's that it does change. But his today really had me dying and kept an impression. So, yeah.
Alexis, that was shady.
uh,
That was shady.
ooh. So, I
That
mean,
was
okay, we got one answer with which is style. All right.
And is that
Is
correct?
that the correct answer, Kevin? You tell us. Drum roll.
No, it
Oh,
is not. It is not correct. It is very incorrect.
sorry, Dunk. Sorry, Dunk. Sorry, Style.
Sorry, it is incorrect. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Um, okay, let's listen to the other one.
Hey guys, this is Walker from New York, New
Mm.
York, Upper West Side. The person who makes Kevin heart and maybe other things drop, I would say is June.
No. even though, even though,
Hey, what do you
even
mean? It
though
does. Look, we have
that's
a
a
whole
good
episode
guess.
dedicated to Jung right here.
That is a very good guess. Very, very good. So good for you. And we're happy to say that after a random draw, drum roll please. Walker, you are the winner.
Woo!
Woo, woo, woo,
So
woo,
Jung
woo,
does
woo,
make
woo, woo,
your heart
woo.
and other things
Bam.
throb.
No. The right answer was, as you know who this
I
is.
do know. Jung is
You
my
know exactly who
answer,
this is.
but your answer is
I mean, Jung is very pretty, but I, like him a little older. So, if you have been listening to the podcast very well, I've said it once, maybe twice, and I've also said it in
you
Discord
said
a
in
few
Discord a billion
times.
times. We're on
And
Discord.
that is, yeah, actually a billion times. And that is Surin.
Everyone's like,
Oh,
who? Who is that? Who?
that man. So as we know, he made an appearance twice
Mm-hmm.
in the series. He worked at Styles Garage. He was the tan, beautiful man with the
Mm-hmm.
curls and locks on his
Mm-hmm.
head, and he was just sweating. And if you look on Discord, we have him pretty much
Ooh.
almost naked
Hey, I
on
mean, he's
Discord.
showing his
Almost like
assets on Instagram.
he's he literally is. Like we see the nipples and the sweat and the
Oh
print.
my
Well, there's not really
god.
a print
Ooh.
to see, but we see a
We do see
lot.
a
We
lot,
see a
and yeah,
lot,
that really
and
caught
he's
Kevin's
he's
heart.
giving. Yes, and caught
Caught your eye.
my eye and the other eye
Oh my
and certain
god. Ew. Not the one that winks.
No, I mean it can.
Ew. Anyway, Walker, congratulations.
Anyway,
Can't wait to see you
congratulations,
on
Walker. Yes.
Saturday.
Yes.
It's gonna be a fun
And you'll be
day.
getting this ticket and you'll be getting dinner with us and other people.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be a moment, okay? It's gonna be a
And
moment.
thanks to all who entered
Yes, thank y'all so
our first little
much.
giveaway.
And we're gonna probably do others in the future, we hope. And with that said, we need to get to word on the tweet.
We all over the place right now. We would need to.
We need
Oh
to.
Lord. Okay, word on the tweet. Let's see.
Yes.
This week has kind of been all over the place. We have
Mm-hmm.
we have actor drama, we have
Mm.
company drama, we have new shows, but
Mm-hmm.
all right. First, let's start off with Smart.
Uh-oh.
So Smart had a fan meeting in Beijing, and
Mm.
I guess maybe this was already pre-planned while
Mm-hmm.
he was still in connection with like WeTV and everything.
Yeah.
And so WeTV issued a statement being like, "Not on my watch. How dare
Oh,
you? You shouldn't have
not
done that
giving the
event."
Ayanla treatment.
Yeah, not on my watch.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, WeTV was like, "How dare you do that fan meet without us, like without,
Mm.
our agreement.
Mm-hmm.
We will be gathering evidence. Like all these companies are now,
Oh, not a gather.
everyone's gathering their evidence because they said, see you in court, sweaty.
Uh-uh.
Grand Ivory Records, see you in court, mama.
Mm-mm.
You have been summoned.
Mm-mm-mm.
So this is gonna be messy.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm.
I feel bad for Smart still, but I don't know, buddy. Say something. Say something. Help yourself.
I feel horrible for Smart because it sounds like he needs to sever his contract with this management. Like this but probably the penalty is too big. I don't know, but this is horrible.
That's
Like
what I'm
I
saying.
feel
Like, I don't
so
know
bad for
what's
him.
happening behind the scenes. Like, let us
Yeah, this is
know if you're
so
being held
messy.
hostage. Let us know. Give
Yeah,
us a
give us a
sign.
wink. Yeah, give us a wink. Two blinks. Okay. Something.
Mm-mm.
Like dig in your ear. Give us some kind of
Dig in your
sign. Because
Let us know,
yeah,
please. We want to help.
something. Let us know.
Um,
And then we'll figure it out. First class, okay? Anyway, what else is happening?
so another thing, Yin War announced that they have a new show. They dropped a
Oh
poster,
yes.
and I was like, "Is
Uh-huh.
this another fan meet?" And no, apparently it's a show, an actual show. It's called Police in Love. People like looked it up and were like,
Mm,
"Oh no, this is like an adaptation of like a book that's already out." So I was
okay.
like, "Hooray, a new show!" But then I was like, "Oh, Police in Love, ooh, Mama A Cab, come on, come on!" Like, hopefully they
Mm,
don't, I don't know, try to glorify the police in Thailand, which is, not all police are bad, but at least in America, ACAB.
mm,
But at least we're getting more Yin War, right, Kevin?
right.
Love is love.
And I mean, if they're gonna go ahead and do a police kind of
They better
thing,
show the ins and
I
outs,
need
the
them
corruption, the
right,
everything.
and they better show up and show out in the
Oh,
U.S.
I mean, do you really want them to be policemen on tour in the U.S.?
Well, remember, there's two kind of policemen. Okay, there's the NYPD, which you know, we have issues with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
best way to say it. And then the other one is the policemen who are really not policemen but are really
Oh
strippers.
my god. Anyway,
And we like them. We
not Yin
love
War as
them.
police
Okay.
strippers. But no, that's not what this plot is about. It's nothing to do with
No,
that.
it's not.
But I'm excited to see more Yin War. Yeah, they try to psych us out with that movie poster that they did before. Not
Hmm.
not movie. It's a fan meeting poster that also had like a
Hmm.
little video attached to it where they're like working in a factory and they were falling in love. And like maybe I mean I would have
Mm.
rather have that as a show than a policeman
Mm.
love story, but I'll take what we can get.
From
Yeah.
them, yes. Whatever they can give us, we gonna take it as long as
Mm-hmm.
it's good and it's not and it doesn't look like My
Oh,
Stubborn.
we'll talk
So,
about that later.
anyway,
Um,
yes,
Another
later.
thing is that P. JoJo got married.
Oh, well, congratulations, Pete
I know.
JoJo. We
Congrats to him
love
and his man. I
JoJo.
think they were together for
Yes.
I don't know how long. Was it 8 to 10 years? One of those.
Oh, wow. So they've been together for a minute. As long as you and Steven.
Ooh, what you trying to say?
Dun, dun, da, da.
Hey, not yet, not yet, not yet. I'm too broke for that. Too broke for that. But congrats to him.
Yes, congrats, JoJo. And now we know we're going to get another show, too. We
Mm-hmm.
know it.
After he's had
Hmm.
his little fun, his little honeymoon. I want to
Right.
see you back in that
Hmm.
studio, Mama, directing. No.
Soon. Quickly.
And speaking of happy gay couples, Foy left
Uh-huh.
GMMTV. So Pride, I mean, we're winning. Look at that. Pride. Happy Pride. I
Oh,
think this
my
happened on the
gosh.
last day of Pride. And everyone was like, wow, a Pride miracle on the last day of
Yeah,
Pride?
they either were like a pride miracle or they were like, what he do? So can you tell the people who don't know who Foy is, like, what did he do that kind of made him
A little
like the
sour in the
pariah of
eyes.
BL,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, he hasn't been outwardly homophobic, but low key homophobic. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do
Yes.
online, with your online presence that everyone can really,
Could
yeah,
deduce. But
could
those are the
deduce.
small things. He did one big thing, or actually two, but there was one in particular that
Oh,
he
that was during
did,
like
which
Safe House,
was,
yeah. But I mean, the
yes, this
most
is,
transphobic thing is like that he was liking and like retweeting like transphobic American like propaganda on his Twitter. Um, and he like never apologized for it. And then everyone was like, "How could you do this?" But then also like be friends with like Goji or like be
yeah.
friends with all these
And
other
work
gay people
with
in real life. But then like you're
and then work with people like Jenny.
Yeah, like
Like it's
I
really
don't
weird.
understand. Like, you know what you're doing. Like, you're not just pressing retweet to retweet. You know what you're retweeting.
Right. And there was just never any clarification. Like, it's one thing if you maybe didn't fully understand what was being said, but the thing is, you're supposed to explain yourself after you've been called out,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And he didn't do
No
that.
one ever
So
explains
I will say
themselves.
this, though. I will say this, and I said this on Discord as well. He needs a spanking. And
You said I
I will come
volunteer
in
as
as
tribute.
tribute. I volunteer. I will spank
Ew, you
very
can
well.
have him. I know.
I will spank very well
He's
because
not an
he
ugly
needs the
looking man,
transphobia
but
spanked out of him. No, he's
he.
not at all. But I will definitely spank the
Oh my
transphobia out of him.
god. Oh my god.
It might take some time,
You're
but I
like,
could
I
do
can
it.
change him. I
I
can
could do
change
it.
him.
I don't know if he gonna change, but that's
Oh
way
my
better for me.
god. Anyways. Good
Anyway,
riddance. Okay. So, messy. Okay, next topic. We're getting a Japanese remake of Love Sea. Kevin, do we need this? What? Who asked for this?
okay, this is what I'm gonna say. So, Love Sea, the original, which was
That just
Thai,
came out.
it
That
started
just
off
came out.
strong.
That was
It
like
was
late
last
last year.
year. Mm, it might have been
I
summer
just
last
came
year.
out.
So it was almost a year ago. I I'll say this. It started off strong and the middle
Ugh.
was what dragged. Oh
Drag.
gosh, it dragged. And then the ending was fine.
The ending
But it just
was
took
bleh.
it
It was
was
not
there.
satisfying. It wasn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't horrible, but it was like,
The
okay,
whole
here
show
we
was kind
are.
of just one dragged out. Like, just decide what you
Yeah,
want,
and it was
dude.
too much dragging. And with Japan, what we know is they don't like to do that.
Yeah, they'll
They
probably
like to
the whole show
get
will be 5 episodes, maybe.
maybe six, and they will get straight to the. They might do it like they did with Love in the Air, where was that eight?
Yeah, they
Where
gave. Yeah,
they're getting straight to
the
the
meat and
point. Like,
potatoes.
right, they don't want to, they don't like to just go around doing nothing for a good 30, 40 minutes. They're going to at least like move the plot along. So maybe it actually might be better
It'll
than the
probably be
original.
maybe yeah. It'll probably be faster since they're cutting out
Right.
the GL storyline because I don't think Japan is
Oh.
gonna adapt the girls too. I think it's just the main boys. I'm not sure,
Or maybe they
or maybe they
will.
will. I've
Who
never
knows?
seen
Maybe they
a
will.
Japanese GL before, so
They exist.
they
We
mm,
just haven't watched them,
yeah.
but they're there. I will say that what I think they might cut out, which the Thai one, you know, puts it kind of on a pedestal, is we got to see Fort's
Oh, we
ass.
saw Sweet Cheek Booty in
Like,
episode one
booty meat.
or
Like,
the
we
beginning of
saw
episode
all of it.
two.
Right. And I don't believe that the Japanese adaptation will do that. But maybe they
Maybe
will
they
surprise us
will.
because I only remember seeing cheeks in one Japanese BL, and that was Mood Indigo.
There was
I
cheats
have
in other
not seen
shows.
which
There was
ones.
cheek in that really sad show that like took me a while to finish. Um, remember?
Not more than words.
No, the one with it was like two guys on the run from like
Happy
yeah,
to the
happy to the
end.
end. Yeah, you
They
saw
didn't
blonde
show
dude's
any.
cheats. You saw both their cheats.
No, we
Yeah,
didn't because he barely had cheeks to
I
begin
know
with.
you saw flatty patties, but it was there.
Yeah, it was like you didn't see too much from that. But but definitely I know in Mood Indigo there was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was
Oh,
fellatio. There
there
were
was
things
fellatio in
happening.
Happy to the End too. It wasn't consensual, but it was
That's
there.
true. Yeah, that was not consensual. In Mood Indigo, it was consensual slash maybe under duress.
Ooh,
But then everybody was into it. It
it
was
was one of those shows.
anyway. I'm
But Love
spoiling
Sea,
the
yeah,
show.
maybe
It's one of those
maybe it'll be
shows.
real spicy. Maybe they'll do it better. Honestly, yeah, maybe I'll give it a look. I don't know.
Maybe.
At first, I was just like
Yeah,
so
I
turned
mean,
off by the
we'll
first
watch
one,
it.
so I don't know.
Uh, I'll watch it. You know, the guys look cute. We know what the story is going to be, and hopefully, hopefully,
Hopefully.
you know, it does what it's supposed to do. Okay. What else is happening?
Um, we got, of course, another crazy fan update.
Oh
Um,
God.
in China Girl, this revenge love show is just too damn good. These
And people
fujoshis
are acting too
are,
damn out of
yeah,
pocket.
they're getting like every week it's like escalating. I feel like it was like following him around the airport. Then
Oh
it was like following
Lord.
the rest of the cast around the airport. And now it's like they're on
Oh
the
Lord.
planes. They're buying seats next to them on the plane.
What?
Yeah, I saw a video. These
What?
girls
Wait,
were
how
like
did they
sitting
even
next
find out
to.
their ticket
These
information?
people are. These people are like the FBI. Like they know everything. I don't know.
That's CIA kind of
Yeah,
shit.
they are
Like,
sitting next to them on
that
the
is
plane, being like
scary.
recording. They were recording the actor that plays Chichen. They were recording him being like, "Hey," like giggling together. I was like, "How many girls are on this like together?" They were like giggling, asking him like
What?
weird questions, and he looked so uncomfortable, like he wasn't answering anything. I was just like, "This
Like,
is like."
what? We said this last week and the week before. What happened to boundaries?
Literally, like, do you not feel? Are you not embarrassed? Are you not ashamed? You
Yeah,
look like
it's
such a
very
fool.
embarrassing. It's very
Like, why would you
creepy.
want your favorite actor
And
to like hate you? Like, you know he hates you right now.
right. Like, oh my gosh. Like, he probably is like, I'm not doing a BL again
Literally, he's probably like,
or
this is not
anything.
worth it. Like, this level of fame is not worth it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like the check is one thing, but you also need to have your peace of mind.
I
Like you
want
need a
some
break.
safety. I want some. I want to be able to get from point A to point B into my house without thinking
Right.
someone's following me.
Right. And you know, last week how I mentioned how there was someone who showed up in front of whose house? One it was a K-pop
Mm-hmm.
star. Was it Jungkook
Jungkook, yeah.
house with their suitcase with their
Mm-hmm.
luggage?
We're 1 week away from that
It's
happening
the
to these
same.
boys. Like, what is going on?
Right. Like, this is a little crazy. It's like, y'all need to understand
Security.
that these people don't know you. Okay. They don't know you. And if you want to see them and celebrate them and their success, there are places where you can pay money to do that. Like, oh, a fan meet? Like, don't be weird. Okay. Like,
Like, you're not gonna get a fan meet if you do this crazy shit.
right.
I think they were supposed to have like a joint fan meet, like, or like not fan meet,
Hmm.
like a little like promotional event together.
Okay.
But I think it got canceled because of all this nonsense.
Yep. Then this is what you
Um,
got. Do stupid things, win stupid
yeah,
prizes. Isn't that the same? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we did get like an interview with them
Okay.
that they posted up on their YouTube page, but you have to be a member to
That's
watch.
probably the
But
route they're going to go because they can't do stuff in public since people don't know how
they're
to
yeah, they won't be able
act.
to do anything.
People don't know how to
Yeah,
act. So that which is unfortunate, you know. Like if you don't know how to act right, actually they should come to New York too because you know what? New Yorkers know how to respect boundaries. If we can be on the subway and someone is peeing on one end, another person is pooping, and then you got
and
some
you go mind your
and you
business.
mind
You
your
go read your
business
book.
and you
You
read
go
your
listen
book,
to.
right? So they should just come here. Like we know how to respect boundaries because we let people do their business in
I mean, New
private.
York still mob people sometimes, but like, yeah, you still see celebrities on like walking around the city.
Yeah,
No one's like,
I
I
saw
don't know.
Solange that one day. I told you that.
I said, "Hey, Queen."
Yeah, I'll tell you that story later though because we don't have enough time to put it on
Okay.
here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It,
But yeah, this show is so good. It like braids Gaga Ooh La La every week.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, like the app gets like broken for like a couple
Well,
hours.
the apps has
So,
kind of been breaking even before then, but that's a
oh,
whole that's a whole
oh,
nother
sorry,
story.
Gaga. Love you,
We
girl.
love
Love the
you,
team at
but
Gaga. They're
y'all
so
need to
funny.
get this stuff fixed, okay? And speaking of stuff that we need to fix, we need to fix our mouths and talk about the shows of the week. So, Jonathan, what is your show this week?
My show this week is Ball Boy
Oh,
Tactics.
yes. Tell us the
I'm so
tea.
behind.
You
I know.
are?
I'm like. I feel like you talked about this like 4 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah, when it first came out. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm now just talking about it. I know. I'm so behind on shows, and yeah, I started something new. I don't know what's wrong with me. But it was short. It was they're 20-minute episodes. So I was like, let me just digest it. And then the first episode I was like struggling to get into
Hmm.
because I was like, these boys are maybe I just baby boy. What's his name? What's his name? His name is Jiwang. I was like, he looks like he's like 15.
He does look really young, but he's
He
not.
looks really young.
Yeah.
Yeah, how old is he? He
I
is
think in the show he's supposed to be like 21.
in real life he's 21. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
show he's 22.
Okay. Yes.
But
So,
Korean age, he's probably 21. Yeah.
right.
And in real life he's probably 20. So, and then but Jungwoo, ooh, he is now that's a man. That man is fine, Kevin.
He is very good looking,
Yeah,
but he
he's
doesn't
24 in real
smile.
life.
Yeah, he doesn't smile. He just,
Yeah, he has resting bitch face and he looks like
right.
he's a bully that would like beat you up.
But
But
he's
like
not
when
a
he's like
bully.
nice and smiles, I was like, oh, I'll be
Yeah.
your ball boy. Oh,
Mm.
I was like, why is this show called Ball Boy? I'm 5 episodes in.
Yeah,
Why
one
is
of
this
them
show
is a
called Ball Boy
basketball player.
Tactics?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
the other one's
uh,
like a
yeah,
photographer, a photography major.
that's a retired
That
gymnast.
yeah, that's a retired gymnast. This has nothing to do with Ball Boy Tactics.
Well,
What?
it's one ball boy who has tactics to get the
He's not even a
gymnast.
ball boy. A ball boy is like
He's a
the person that
basketball
collects the
player.
ball. But ball boy is not a basketball boy.
Oh,
A basketball player. A ball boy is like
I think there's just not a way in Korean to say a baller because it should be baller tactics. You know what I'm saying?
oh, but I think in the show he said like, "Oh, you want to be my ball boy?" Like
Oh yeah,
he was
that's
like, "Oh,
right.
you
Because
keep
he wants
stalking me.
him
You want to
to.
be my ball boy?" And then he was
Yeah,
just like, So I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I thought he was actually going to be his ball boy."
Well,
But
let's see how the
no.
show ends because we remember we're not at the end of the
Yeah.
show. We're
I'm
only
only
up
five
to
episodes in, and that's
right
only that's not that's
because we
all
got
that's
standard
allowed on.
VIP.
Yeah. But maybe I'll upgrade so I can see the rest because I
Maybe
do want to see like these kisses are juicy.
they are juicy,
I was
like
like,
especially for Korean BL. We haven't seen a juicy kiss in a while.
like yeah,
Usually, it's
these
kind of
kisses
like
are
a they're
juicy.
juicy. Like I'm surprised we haven't seen like that stretch of saliva yet.
Ew, like Strongberry, take notes. These kisses are
Yeah,
juicy.
yeah, juicy fruits for real.
Um,
So my show this week is Hermoso or Hermoso, which
mhm.
is
Which is
it
porn
it
also.
is an Oxen Film show. Um,
Yes.
and I will tell you this: the there's already first 5 minutes there was already a dildo, so they're on
Kevin.
brand. First
On
five
brand,
minutes,
keeping it in. Every first episode, we have to see a
and
dildo.
already somebody was raw dogged in a bathroom.
What? What is the show about? What is the show about?
So pretty much, it is about a budding tech entrepreneur who is starting some kind of tech company, and but his dad owns a big sardine canning factory, and wants him to take over the factory instead of doing this tech thing.
Okay,
But he doesn't want to
sardines.
do it. Yeah,
Is
I
that a
mean,
big export out of the Philippines?
listen,
Sardines?
do you know how many people eat sardines? Okay, I know you don't, Mr. Vegetarian, but
Come on,
sardines is a
tuna,
thing.
fresh tuna.
Okay, okay, people eat sardines. So pretty much they source this factory. The company also does expeditions to fish sardines as well. So so pretty much what he does is he's like, I'm going to go ahead and even because I'm supposed to take over this factory, even though he hasn't fully decided yet, I'm going to get on this ship with the fishermen, and they're usually out at sea for a few nights.
Okay.
Okay. So he gets on this ship, and there's a guy there who, by the way, we've seen his story, and he's run into this guy accidentally at least a few times before then. This guy is married to a woman who is pregnant, but because this woman is pregnant, she has not been able to give up the pocketbook. The pocketbook has been
The
closed.
pocketbook? You mean the human's pocket and nature's
Yes,
pocket
right. She's done closed it because she's just not in the mood.
for
And
coin purse?
when people are pregnant, pregnant people, they
Uh-huh.
could either be very horny or they could not be horny at all or
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in the middle because, your hormones are doing a lot of stuff because now it's like you're doing stuff for two people.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that baby's like, I don't need all of that. You're like, you already did enough. I don't need
The
all of
baby's
that.
like, I'm here already. I don't need a twin. I don't need.
Right. Okay. Like, no. So, but this dad is horny. Okay.
I
And
mean, that's how she got knocked up.
he's a
Yeah.
right. And he's been jerking in bathrooms and
What the
like, and
hell?
then there is a scene where he was drunk and thought somebody was his wife
I don't believe
while
that.
he was
Don't
drunk,
believe that. He
and
was
it wasn't
having
his
gay
wife.
thoughts.
He and
Fisherman at
yeah,
sea
there's a
having
lot
gay
of there's a lot
thoughts.
of there's a lot of raw dogging that's been happening.
A
A lot
ooh.
of raw dogging,
Wait, so the love
and
story is between this married man and this tech guy?
that's what it
Girl,
seems
what is
like.
going on?
Yeah, I will say, and also the houseboy for this guy and for the tech guy's family also has a thing for this tech guy as well. And but the tech guy is not feeling it, even though he already opened his hole for somebody else in a bathroom.
He's opening his hole. He's not opening his.
But he's selective on who he opens it for.
Oh,
Okay,
so the
I mean,
houseboy
and the
wants to
sad thing is like this houseboy is
the
fine. So
houseboy
I'm
wants
like,
his hole open too.
yep. It's like, is your hole that popular? Like, there
Ew.
must be something, and he must be somebody that self lubricates
Oh my
because so
god. We already got a
far,
comment from your nasty, dirty mouth. People already
but
been calling you out for being horny on the pod.
I'm just spitting facts. I'm not even horny right now. So I'm just saying
You're just telling
what's
us
the
the
tea
plot.
is. I'm just telling you the plot. The show is nasty.
I
Okay,
can't.
but it's what you expect from Oxen
Uh
Films
huh.
because they freaky deaky. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, is it worth watching? I would say it's better than slashes and sashes
Slashes
and
and
hearts. There
farts.
we
Yeah.
go. Right, it's better than that. So far, I will say though they have had shower scenes where they were in their underwear, and I'm like,
Hmm.
y'all didn't do that in Sky Valley.
Sky
So I
Valley.
don't know
Hello. They said
why.
washing me and my clothes. I'm washing me.
Yeah, now you're doing it. Yeah, it's like this doesn't
They
make
said it's giving
sense. Like,
Playboy. Hold on. Hold
but
on.
however, allegedly there's an extended version available if you become a member on YouTube to Oxen Films where you could see more.
Work. Subscribe. Subscribe
And
to the
I'm pretty
OnlyFans,
sure they're talking about
guys. Link
more
in bio.
than
Link in bio.
I think they're showing a lot more. I would not be surprised.
No.
I would not be surprised. But we'll see. Somebody is going to be cunning enough to post some of these nasty scenes on Twitter, I am sure. I am
We shall
sure.
see. We shall see. Hopefully, Ball Boys doesn't get that buck wild.
I have heard that it does not. People who have watched it said it's a cute story. It ends up finishing cute, which I
Yeah, Korea's not
expect.
gonna
So
show
with
show
that,
hole in cheek. Yeah.
yeah, there's only one show from Korea that's done that, which you have not seen yet. Long time no see. That's the one you
Anyways,
should watch.
speaking
Anyway,
of
with that
speaking of,
said, we got shows that just ended. Let's get to it, child. So there are two shows that ended. Um, One of them, My Stubborn.
I'm still behind though. Oh my! I don't want this show to end. I'm still behind. I'm 3 episodes behind, Kevin.
Yes, you're ready for
Oh,
it to end, but yeah, you are
I don't want
behind.
it to end, but I just
Um,
want a resolution. You know what I mean? Like I love these two together.
oh, there's a resolution. Yeah, there's a resolution within maybe the first like 20 minutes of the last episode. Actually, before even then,
Mm-hmm.
there's a resolution. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's there. Um, I will say overall, I was entertained.
Entertained.
Yes, I was very entertained. I had good laughs. There were certain episodes that we were just getting kind of the same stuff, and I'm like, y'all
Mm-hmm.
need to
The
get past
same back
this.
and forth. Come on,
And it's like,
Soren.
we can't do this so many episodes. Like, Get over it. Like, move on.
Yeah,
And they
the
finally
last episode I
did.
saw was that crunchy beard. I'm still stuck on that. Look, like that stuck with me, and that's why I haven't been able to
Yeah.
move forward.
So I give this show a 6 out of 10.
Okay, okay.
Because I was very entertained. It was, and honestly, this has to be the best show from M Flow, and
Ooh,
that's not saying a lot
ooh.
because we
Because
have seen
they have a
their other
discography. They
shows.
have a videography.
Yeah, yeah, because their other shows are like, I think we gave Time the series, or I did, because I told you don't even
I
watch
gave
it.
it
Because I
drop
told you
the series.
I told you waste of time the
And
series,
coffee
and I think
Nella
I gave
flop.
it a 2.
Coffee
Yeah,
floppity.
yeah. Bitter coffee.
Mm-hmm. um,
Lack of medley.
not like a medley. I
But
know.
yeah,
I mean, I will come back with my rating next week, y'all. Stay tuned. Just like this
yes.
other show
And
that just
Boys
ended.
in Love, which I have not watched the final
I know.
episode
Okay,
yet,
okay, okay,
but
okay,
I
okay,
think I
okay.
can rate it. I think I can rate it as is. Maybe this will change next week.
Really? Okay.
Let's see what this final episode is like. But I am going to give this show a 7 out of 10.
Just one up
Um,
from my stubborn gag.
yes, because my stubborn gets a 6 because it was actually
Because
really entertaining.
that physical chemistry is real good.
Was really good. Boys in Love is a good story. Will I say, and I think it was well executed for what it is,
Mm-hmm.
even though I feel as if the last couple of episodes kind of were not as strong.
Is it
But
on the same level
over,
as My School President
oh
or?
no,
Oh,
oh no, oh no. Like, My School President, I think I gave an 8 or a 9.
My
Like,
School
that's
President
just
was
a
a 10 out of
great
10 for me.
show.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Like, that was a good show. Boys in Love is not a bad show
Mm-hmm.
at all. Um, but I feel as if where it kind of fell short, where I think some of the last episodes kind of dragged a
And that's
little
what happens
bit.
sometimes when you're
But
like forcing to meet the 12 episode,
yeah.
point.
And sometimes you don't have
And yeah,
to.
like if
The
this
way I
story
feel
could wrap
is
in 8, then let it wrap in 8 or 9. You don't need to hit 12
right,
just because you like to
right.
hit that 12 number.
Right. And sometimes it just doesn't need to. And this is one of those shows that it probably would have fared better if it was 8 to 10 episodes.
I mean, there's so many couples
Um,
still. It like felt
yeah,
draggy. I still need to watch. I'm 3 episodes
a
behind
little
too.
bit. I mean, not as much as, what was that show from last year that we dragged all over the place?
I mean, the show recently that we were dragging was Tooth and a Dentist. So sorry, girls.
Oh, yes. Well, we dragged another show way more than that.
Golden Flop
Um, no, it was from last year.
last year from
Um,
GMMTV.
and it had like 10 people in it. Like, it had 5 couples, and they were, oh yeah, Pond and Poohin were in it.
Oh, we aren't.
Yes, there we go.
We ain't.
Still, Boys in Love is still better than that.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure, for sure.
but still better. Because at least they were doing
Yeah, we are.
something.
If we are was like 8 episodes, I think that'd be good. But we got like
Right. Instead
16.
it was a lot of
It was a
nothing.
lot. It was a lot of let's go drink.
So, in this one, there was stuff
This show's.
happening. It just kind of dragged at certain
I see. I
parts,
see. I'm still not over it, but I
Yeah,
will come back with the rating next week. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
yeah. And I'll give it a final. I think I will come back next week and we'll talk about it again. Um, then the other one, which I dropped this, I think you did too.
It's still going on. Are you
Mission to the
sure it really
Moon.
ended?
It just
It probably has like
ended.
25
It just ended.
episodes.
It had 27
There you go.
episodes.
But each episode
It
being
just
like what,
ended.
18 minutes?
Like eight
Oh,
minutes.
put
Eight
that all together.
minutes.
It's like an hour special.
Right. So maybe I might go
We'll come
and
back to her. We'll come back to
go
her.
back and maybe I won't. We'll see. But honestly, those first like 6 episodes, it was given nothing. So that's why I had to
It
drop
was
it.
given snooze.
Maybe I won't take a
Mission to the
nap when I
snooze.
watch the rest.
Snooze to the moon.
Right.
Mission to the
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah, dream.
Mission to
That's
close
what
my
they should have
eyes. I
called
don't know.
it.
Speaking of eye, Sparkle in Your Eye also ended,
Sparkle in Your Eyes. It just ended as well. I did not see a
and
single.
this was a Singaporean BL.
The word on the street is it is a Chinese BL, and
I mean, but China's looking like China's popping out
they're
straight from
popping them
China,
out.
labeling
Yeah,
China.
well, you know what's crazy? Revenge Love. If you go back and look, it's labeled as Singapore on Gaga Olala.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's the way to do it. You like film, but it's done by like a outside company, but it's
Yeah.
still, technically a Chinese BL. Yeah.
Right. So I did not I have not seen an episode of this yet because we have too many shows. I'm just putting it on
As you
here to
can,
say
I
that it
mean,
just
look, we
ended.
just finished 2 this week, so maybe you can bring back in for next week a
Yeah.
sparkle in your
Sparkle in your eye, maybe I
in your 2
might.
eyes, in your 3 eyes.
I don't think the third eye.
Wait, sparkle in your eye? Is that what? Do you think that's what they're talking about?
We'll see.
You got it. You got
We'll see.
it. A sparkle, a little twinkle, a little teardrop in your eye.
We will see.
Okay. Okay.
So with that said, we have a new show alert to get to. So, Jonathan, we have 2 new shows. One of them is Hermoso, which I already spoke about. It is a Filipino show. It started actually June 28th, and we did not talk about it last week. So only 2 episodes are out. It's on Saturdays on YouTube on Oxen Films channel. That's one. We already told you it's nasty. Go watch it.
Nasty, dirty, raunchy. Go
Right,
watch
as you
it.
expect from Oxen Films. The other one, which I love this show already, is
Oh, really? I have yet.
10
Yeah.
things I want to do before I turn 40, which is a Japanese BL. It started on July 4th, and it's out Fridays on Gaga Ulala. I forgot how many episodes it's supposed to be, but I believe it's 10.
Mm,
And it is, the first episode was great. I really liked it. It
really?
was really good. Um,
Yeah, I saw some people in our Discord were starting to compare it to what is it? Something cupcake? What is that called?
yes, Old Fashioned Cupcake, which was
Old
good.
fashioned
That was
cupcake, which I've yet
another.
to finish. I'm halfway through that.
I
I've
don't know
never
how you
finished it.
halfway through that when it's only 5 episodes, and each
I
episode is a half
listen,
hour.
listen.
Like, oh my gosh. Well, and that's a good show. This one so far is pretty good.
10 things I want to do before I turn 30.
40, not
40,
40.
40.
Yes. And I was in the I was like, man, this
It's hitting
character is
right
low key
home, right?
me. So
No, is he really? You
no,
see yourself?
I can relate in certain ways, but I've done more than
Is
he's
he like a
done.
repressed office worker though?
Yes, who, if you watch the show, he has a stuffed animal thing going on.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah,
not at your grown
at
age.
his
No,
big
no, no,
age,
no.
at his big age. But I
And
like
he's
the
gonna fall
show.
in love with the coworker or something. I mean, I'll see. I'll check it out next
I'll
week.
say check it out. I don't want to spoil too much because it's great. You could watch the first episode sometime during the week. You know, if if God
If
permits,
if I'm not, if my heart's not being killed.
by June.
Hey,
So,
hey. Hola,
let's actually go
mami.
ahead and talk about that. So as you know, people, Heart Killers weekend in NYC is upon us, and there's someone we love a lot, especially when he's glistening and shirtless or more, and that is June.
I hope he never
Uh,
hears this. But yes, we
Maybe
love
he
June.
will. Um,
No, 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 no. Do not listen to this, June. Turn off the pod.
no, you need to listen. You need to know what you should be happy with what God gave you. Okay.
Ooh.
Anyway, so Jonathan, what are some of our favorite moments of Jung as Fadel and Heart Killers, or any moments of Jung in any other series or anything he's done online? And
Hmm.
I think we kind of made a list. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So the first one for me,
You wild for this
maybe this
first
is
one.
for you, is that condomless storage room scene between Fadel and Style.
I can't. can't.
So anyone who has watched Heart Killers, first of all, if you're going to this fan meet, you have better watch
I've
the
hoped you
show.
have watched
Because
Heart
by this
Killers.
point, like the show ended, first of all, almost 2 months ago. Like it's
More
been
than that.
over. Yeah, more than that. It's been over. So you have plenty of time between today, which if you're listening is Tuesday, July 8th, between today and the fan meet, which is on the 12th, to watch the whole show. You can binge it. Just go ahead. Um,
But a
so
favorite scene is this
on
condom
them lists,
storage room
because there
scene.
was he ain't got no condom
Well, this is when Style was like bugging him so much that he like showed up at his
at
like
his
little like
AA,
therapy,
yeah,
yeah, like
therapy
therapy
thing.
session,
Right. I
and he
was
was
like,
bugging him so much. He was like, "Damn, you know what? If you want this
you want
meat
this?
so
Like,
bad,
why is your whole twitching that much that you
yeah,
would
you want this
show
meat so
up?
bad. All right, let's have
Like,
it.
come
You can have it right
on.
here."
Like, goodness, they ain't even have no lubrication, nothing. Like, you
It
wanted it
was
that
raw.
bad?
It was raw.
Like, that's giving P. Thorne.
Not piece of that was it was giving my stubborn. Oh, for
It
sure.
was, yeah.
Style was stubborn, and so
And he got what he wanted. He got
that was
it.
a good scene. I
That
think,
was.
yeah, I think we talked about this like maybe like 2 weeks ago, but like, yeah, another raunchy scene. I really love that scene. Where they were like in the club and they were like undercover. Remember? And
Mm-hmm.
so Jung had to like dance as like a stripper or like a go-go
Oh,
boy on stage,
yes.
and it was like all wet, and he was like full choreo, and Style was like pretending he was like the woman. He was like imagining himself as like the woman he was like dancing in front of.
Mm-hmm.
That was real good. That was
Mm.
real. I hope we get that later on. I hope we get that for the fan meet.
I had to send that to my girl in Malaysia who's so like into Jung. I had to send that to her and be like, that whole when he was shirtless, she was like, "Yeah, that's me." And I was like, "Okay, girl." So,
I hope we
um,
get that.
speaking of him in a club, remember it was just what early last month he was in Korea going to these clubs.
Hey, getting lit at clubs?
Hmm.
Maybe queer clubs? And don't know.
I
Didn't
don't
hear
know
it
what
from me.
I
Don't
don't.
know.
I mean, he was clubbing.
He was clubbing though.
I think he was at clubs in Itaewon and
As he
also
should.
Hongdae.
Hey,
And
hey.
then I don't think he went to anything in Gangnam. I don't think he did that. But I do know that I think it was Itaewon and Hongdae was where he was at. But hey, that's where some of the best stuff happens.
Hey. I hope they hit up the clubs here in New York. Um,
That's a lot of money.
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
That's
money.
a lot of money. Let's see. Another moment I loved. I mean, speaking of hot
Mm.
and spicy moments, remember back in the day? It's not even back in the day. It's probably like what last year or 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like that trip where it was like Jung, Dao, and Est were all on that like boat ride together, flashing
Mm-mm.
bodies,
See, you
being
messy.
thotties. Hey,
You are
what
messy to bring
mess?
this up.
What
You are
mess?
messy to bring this up, and you know exactly what I'm
What
talking
Jung and
about.
Est? What about it? What about it? I'm just talking about GMM boys and Dao, you know? No, I still want to know the tea about what happened. But I still remember those days, and I wish we will
Messy.
get more in the future. Um,
Mm-mm.
yeah. And then another thing, I feel like I've told you this before. Remember, there is like I don't know what show it is. I need to watch this show, but there is a show where Jung is like in the show. I think it's like a mafia show or something, and he like is like this like flamboyant little gay, and so like when he shoots, I don't know if he's actually flamboyant, but he like is like scared to shoot. So whenever he shoots the gun, he like kicks up his leg, but then
Mm-mm.
he's like his aim is like on point. So he was like getting these guys, but he would be like huh, and like do like a little girly little jump every single time. And I hope he references that during the heartbeat. I want to see it happen again.
I don't remember seeing this, but send me the video later.
I will post the GIF on Instagram. I will post it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Wait, June washing his dogs? Oh, I have seen this.
Yeah, he has like I don't know if they're his dogs, but like there was like a bigger. I don't know what kind of dog it was. What kind of dog is it?
Mm,
Period.
yeah, it's something.
He has a couple of
It
dogs,
has four legs and it barks.
but
As
like
far
he
as I
has this
know,
like new baby dog.
it could be a pig
It's like
that
a
just happens
puppy.
to bark.
No, no. I don't know. I'm tired. My brain delusional right now. But
Yeah.
Jung, we love you,
We
King.
do. And we're so excited to see you. We're so excited that we'll see actually first Cow and Dunk. And we're excited.
We very excited. Oh my god, this is gonna be. This is this.
I'm really holding in my excitement right now. I'm trying to not get crazy because we have, we don't want to be those like revenge love fans,
Oh
that
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah,
showing
yeah,
up at
yeah.
people's
We gotta
hotels.
be demure. We gotta
We
be mindful. We gotta be mindful.
okay. And speaking of mindful, Jonathan, what are your top five things you're
You and
hoping
these top five. I
June, Dunk,
swear to
Funk,
God, these top
First,
five.
Cow, what they will do at the family? What are you hoping these four gentlemen will do?
Okay. Well, oh, I said a little bit earlier, but yeah, I want to see Jung do a full Go-Go Boy routine. We're not getting that, but I would love to see that happen.
Maybe he might. It is
A
Heart Killers anyway.
right, like
It fits.
he like made. I think he made that whole choreo. Like I want to see it happen.
Oh, okay. So he
Um,
might get wet. Okay.
a I mean, minus with or without the water, I'm fine with. I'm front row seat, so I'm ready to get splashed. I'll bring my rain poncho. I'll bring my rain poncho. Hey, Split Splash Water Park. So I want to see that.
Mm.
I hope we get First and Cow. I hope they reenact some of their S and M scenes.
Oh,
That was hard to say. Remember from the first episode,
uh,
or
yes, I do. But
or episode like 5 or 6 where they started, like, what was his character's name?
uh, first character.
Cow's
I forgot
character.
his name. Cow's character for also. Oh,
Yeah,
Bison.
Bison. Remember where he was like, "Oh, let's like get spicier," and he like brought out the little like clothesline clips, and he like clamped them on
Hmm.
his nipples, and he was like, "Let me tie you up," and I was like, "This is going, JoJo, you're
That was the first
mine."
episode. Yeah, that was a.
Ooh.
Ooh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay.
And yeah, what about you, Kevin? Do you want to see another Baby T performance by June Dunk?
Okay. What else do you want to see?
Rude. I want to see that. I want to see Baby T. Oh yeah, you missed it during the Love Out Loud stream
Yes, I did.
because you weren't with us in the baddies. But yes,
I
I would love
wasn't.
to see that.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get a nice duet by First and Cow.
Actually, that would be kind of cute. That would.
Yeah, I want to see Cow Tung sing. I know for sure they're gonna sing like the OST.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I wanna hear Cow's voice some more.
Mm.
And yeah, hopefully they tell us, what they're gonna do in New York City while they're here, because they're probably gonna be here for like the rest of the week.
I'm pretty sure.
I
Or
think we're the
unless,
last stop on the tour,
yeah, so
right?
they're probably going to stay for a few days afterwards.
Or maybe they're
Maybe,
still going to Manila afterwards. Maybe.
maybe. But do you think that if they stay long enough, that they just might show up at the Thai Food Fest?
Oh, I hope so. Yes.
That would be crazy because we're ready. Okay, y'all, before we go, we just going to put this out there because if you don't know, you need to get into it.
Yes. Yeah, we talked about this before, but yes, a timeless Thai taste is
Right.
also happening that same weekend, the Monday after.
Yes.
So
That is
if you're
July
in New York,
14th.
stay in New York for this,
Right.
cause
And it's free. But you do need to get a ticket. You need to do it on the Event Pop app. I think
hmm
those tickets are gone-ish, but you might be able to
for
get
New
one.
York they might be gone, but you have to go check because
You
they've
have to go
released in
check.
batches.
Right. And they are
We'll
going
love
to
to see them
have,
guest appearance there, though.
yeah, and you're going to have 10 BL actors. There are going to be 10 BL actors there, including Mao Apo. And Oh my gosh. Like, I think I'm going to, my deodorant is going to be on overtime. I'm going to be
Ew.
sweating so much.
Ew.
Because out of excitement. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
so not only June hearts your throb, but also Malapo.
Surin. And with that said, that is it for this episode of Rye Can Top My Knee. Have June top you and not your knee.
In your milk. I hope the ride in your life bowls them tactics, mama.
Oh,
Bowls them tactics.
yes, indeed. Bye, y'all.
Bye.